Live from the Northtown Center in Amherst, we're ready for our third hockey game of the night. This one between the Spartans of Williamsville North and the team from Sweet Home and Depew. I'm Stu Boyer along with Randy Schultz. In the girls' game tonight, it was Niagara County beating Cache, Clarence Amherst Sweet Home 3-2. Amherst in boys hockey beat Williamsville South 7-0. And Randy, the Sweet Home Depew team is the home team. Last time we saw them, they played a great game and beat Williamsville East 3-2. A different challenge tonight as Williamsville North comes in with a 7-2-1 record, whereas Sweet Home and Depew is at 4-5-1.
And, of course, you have to take a look at their divisional record, too. Sweet Home has not won a game yet in their division. They're 0-4-1 versus Will North, which is 3-1-1 at this point in time. So it's I won't say it's an evenly matched game, but I think Sweet Home will have its hands full tonight with Will North team.
Well, Will North is, of course, coached by Bob Rosen, the only coach they've ever had. He has 516 career wins. That's an awful lot of wins.
And throw a few championships in there for good measure.
Yeah, I should have asked him how many. That's on me. A whole bunch, put it that way.
Exactly. It really, that's about the best way to sum it up. He's been in that winner's circle many, many times.
The Spartans have scored 41 and given up 25. They are 3-2-1 at home, and they're on the road tonight, even though this would seem to be their home rink. But they are unbeaten away from home at 4-0-0. Ryan Weirn will start in goal for the Spartans, and in goal, Jackson Kolb for Sweet Home and Depew. Last time I had been told it was pronounced Cobb. Tonight he told me himself it's Kolb, so sorry, Jackson. All right, we're going to get ready for the starting lineups and most likely the Pledge of Allegiance. So the teams are, at least the Spartans are lined up at the blue line as we get set for that part. Well, the referees for tonight's game, Gabriel Lewis and Matt Peters, as we get set for the opening face-off. Excuse me, I made a mistake. It's Colin McDermott is the starting goaltender for North. I don't know where I came up with that from. Senior moment. We'll attribute it to that.
We'll go with it as a senior moment. Absolutely. I've got your back on that one, Stu. No doubt about it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, you and I go back a long way. I don't want to go back too far, Randy, but let's just say it's a long time.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
And it's been great.
And it's been all good, and it absolutely has been great, and I've enjoyed it.
Me too. Well, the Spartans gathered around Coach Rosen and company at the bench, and now they're starting line comes out. Sweet Home and Depew's starting line is out there. Zilka, Goodwin, Coogan, Lysek, and Walzak. And it's DeMarco, Bailey, and Okulowicz for the Spartans. Now on the far side, sent into the Spartans' end of the ice. Williamsville North in the dark green jerseys and black pants. Sweet Home in the yellow jerseys. Puck at neutral ice. Sent back. I might have to stand up. We got a bigger crowd here to see into that near corner. Spartans bank it up ahead and send it deep into the Sweet Home end. Eric Cunningham knocked it in. Now along the near boards. Battle for the loose puck in the corner. Spartans keeping it in. Goes into the far corner. Cunningham after it for North. Now it comes to the opposite side. Kept in by the Spartans, but now the Sweet Home Depew team will take it over, and once again the Spartans get it back. They'll bank it off the boards. Up ahead, Cunningham will send it into the zone. Now it comes back the other way, and into the near corner it goes. And I will be standing tonight, not that you care. Sweet Home has it in the far corner. Centering pass is blocked at the defense and goes down the other way. There's a race for the loose puck. The Spartans win it. The shot, what a save. Great save there, and covering up beautifully is Kolb as the Spartans had a breakaway. Some good effort there by both teams. Sweet Home and Depew to get back, and the Spartans to attack the goal.
You want to check their skates, Stu? Wow. I mean, those guys were flying down the ice. I'm looking for the melted spots on the ice down there. They just came out of nowheres, and it was a 2-on-none.
Well, Ryan Pozzi was one of the two involved there. Now into the near corner. Spartans trying to dig it out. Everybody kind of backs off as the Sweet Home team sends it out to neutral ice. There's a race for the puck there, kept alive by Sweet Home Depew, and they'll carry it into the Spartan zone. Going back to get it for Williamsville is Luke Ingram along the near boards. Spartans can't get it out. They scored! Sweet Home and Depew somehow got that out front and got it into the net. And it looks like number 43, Colin Bandelin, starts the scoring with 15:03 to go here in the first period. That puck looked like it pinched between a couple of players and fooled the goaltender.
I don't even think the Sweet Home Depew players knew at first that it went in. Everybody just kind of stood frozen on the ice, and all of a sudden then they saw an arm go up, and it was a goal.
Good win for Sweet Home Depew with the puck deep in his own end of the rink. He'll send it across the ice. Spartans doing some forechecking, but they can't keep it in. And shoved down to the ice is Caleb Okulowicz. Now coming back the other way, Sweet Home and Depew. It'll go into the near corner along the near boards. Big check. Olowitz hammers his check. We got our first penalty of the game coming. Let's see who's going. Yep, it's going to be on Sweet Home Depew. Evan Lysek heads to the sin bin after a collision with Caleb Okulowicz. Right along the near boards here, so the Spartans will go to the power play.
And boy, I'll tell you, Kulowicz had his helmet stripped off his head and the whole bit after they hit the ice there. So,
did they call the penalty boarding? I didn't see what I know it was a penalty.
Yes,
I didn't see it was boarding. Yeah, that was a hard hit. Ryan Bailey will take this draw for North. He'll kick it back to the point on the far side. And there's the long wrist shot, puck loose right out in front, and Spartans couldn't get it. Had a golden opportunity as the puck was laying there very briefly. Kept in by the Spartans. Crunched up against the boards is Bailey by a couple of Sweet Home players. Now Bailey gets it back to the point. Kept in by Okulowicz. That's the other Okulowicz. There's a shot that whistles wide. Comes to Stuckel on the near side, hops over his stick. He regains control and sends it on the far side to Joshua Okulowicz. He can't get it into the Depew Sweet Home end of the rink. And now it'll go all the way down to the Spartans end of the rink. McDermott, the goaltender, comes out to play it. There's a shot from the wing that he will get a stick on and turn it around. And the Spartans, with a minute left in the power play, looking to get something going. Okulowicz will carry it across the blue line. And he has it checked away, and it'll be cleared down the length of the ice by Tanner Zilka. 55 seconds to go in the power play. Spartans looking to get something going here. 1-0 Sweet Home in Depew. Ryan Bailey carrying the puck across the blue line. Sends it deep into the zone and chases after it. Bailey with it behind the net. Looking to get it out front. Banks it off the boards, back to the point for Akulowicz. Now back to Bailey along the boards. Now deep in the corner. Back to Akulowicz. Now along the far boards, centering pass. There's a shot off a defenseman's skate by Steckel. And that'll bring a stoppage in play, and we'll get a face-off with 20 seconds left on the North power play and 12:53 to go in the first period. Sweet Home and Depew up 1-0. Ryan Pazzi will take this face-off for the Spartans. Controlled by Sweet Home and Depew. Back behind the net, loose puck right out in front, battle for it, but goaltender Kolb smartly falls on that one and freezes the puck. We'll have another face-off deep in the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink.
And again, Will North really putting some pressure on here early on, even though they trail 1-0. They definitely want to try and get a goal here if they can on this power play.
Mackay with a wrister toward the net, hit a stick and went wide. And the Sweet Home Depew team sends it down the length of the ice. Goaltender McDermott comes out to play it. And back behind his own net is Ian Mackay. Now he sets it up on the wing for Josh Bianchi. He goes behind the net. Puck in the corner. Bianchi sends it back behind the net. Controlled by the Spartans. They'll get it back to the point. Wrist shot is blocked. Mackay took that shot along the far boards, taken away by Sweet Home and Depew, and they will break out. Oh, nice play by Mackay to stick check it away at the blue line. He's got some help here. Backhander saved by Kolb on the backhander by Josh Bianchi. So a good play at the blue line there by the Spartans.
When it comes to scoring for the Sweet Home Depew team, it be coming from Tanner Zilka, who has a 10-point season, including 7 goals. Cameron Coogan, who has 7 goals and 16 points. And finally, August Trefilio, who has 3 goals and 10 points.
Now Sweet Home and Depew coming back the other way. They'll flip it deep into the Spartans' end. Cameron Coogan does, and he'll chase after it along with Tyler Goodwin. Puck behind the net, along the far boards. The Spartans almost had a break there. Instead, Sweet Home Depew fires a shot. Nice save by McDermott. And coming up the other way is Chris Kramer. Puck goes behind the Depew Sweet Home net. Kept in by the Spartans at the blue line. And now they'll get it out where Ryan Steckel will have it, and he'll send it back behind the Sweet Home Depew net, and going back to get it is Jared Cole. Now on the far side, chipped into the Spartans' end of the rink. They'll send it across the ice for Luke Ingham. And it'll go all the way down to the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink, where Jared Cole will try to get it out of there. He does. Spartans intercept the clearing pass, and they'll send it into the Sweet Home zone. James Kasparek going after it behind the Sweet Home Depew net. Taken back by the Spartans. Centering pass right out in front. Taken away by the defense. And here goes Drew Wagner on the far side, but he has the puck taken away by Joshua Okulowicz. He'll send it behind the net. Wound around the boards. James Kasparek in forechecking. Centering pass is blocked. Still loose in the corner. Behind the net. Wound around the far boards. Kept in by Okulowicz. He'll take a wrist shot. Blocked. There's another shot blocked, and finally another shot sent into the corner. So with the Spartans getting some good pressure here, they'll backhand it behind the net. Looks like they want to make a line change, and they do. And Sweet Home Depew sends it all the way up the ice, but the clearing pass is intercepted, and now it's taken back by Sweet Home and Depew and sent into the Spartans' end of the rink. Tyler Godwin cleared it in. Going back to get it is Luke Ingham. And along the far board, Spartans have it. They chip it up the boards. Can't get it out of their end. Kept in by Sweet Home and Depew. And the Spartans still trying to get it out of there. Okulowicz That's Joshua Kulowitz gets it up ahead, and now Sweet Home and Depew will just chip it back to neutral ice. And coming back to get it is Ian Mackay, excuse me. And now the Spartans start out the other way from deep in their own end. Josh Bianchi sent in and comes right out of the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. Now it goes back in along the near boards. Good battle for the puck. Mackay in there among those battling for North. Controlled by Colin Peer on the far side. Sent deep into the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink where Tanner Zilka has it. And that, no icing. They wave off the icing.
Ooh.
Mackay goes back to get the puck. The Spartans thought that was going to be icing. And the Spartans do not get it out there. Now Mackay has it. Sends it right in front of his goaltender along to the near boards where Sweet Home Depew keeps it in, chipped it right out in front of the net, and the Spartans get it out of there, and here comes Matt Mergler. Mergler driving across the blue line, has the puck knocked away, and the Sweet Home Depew team comes back, taken back by Mackay. He'll keep it in there. Some good forechecking by Ryan Bailey for North. Puck kept in. Now Sweet Home and Depew will, no, they still can't get it out. Kept in by North. Bailey in there battling for the Spartans. Bailey and Zilko battle for it. Right out in front and sent down the length of the ice. And will this make it for icing? They're going to wave that off too. Looks like they waved that one off too.
I'm still here, Stu, so don't worry.
No. I know you're here, Andy. Thank you for the reminder, though. 7.5 minutes to play in the first period. 1-0. Sweet Home Depew. Ryan Steckel carries it into the zone. Right out in front. He shoots. Backhander. Somehow that didn't go in. Great save by Kolb, or the shot was just missed. And the Spartans get it again in the corner. A couple of players collide into the corner. Tyler Goodwin and Ryan Steckel battling hard for it. Spartans doing some good forechecking here. They keep it in the corner. Goes behind the net, spinning away from a forechecker and falling to the ground is Caleb Kulowitz. Comes back to the point. A wrist shot. Somehow it just went wide. Ryan Bailey took that shot. And now Sweet Home and Depew will send it into the Spartans end of the rink. They'll bank it off the boards, but they don't get it out. Kept in by Sweet Home and Depew. Finally taken back by Bailey. And going around to, there's a good check there thrown by Mason Boyle. And the Spartans will get it out. And here goes Bailey for North into the Sweet Home end. But he's all by himself, still gets the puck. And now he falls down. Looks like his team made a line change. The Sweet Home and Depew will send it into the Spartans end of the rink. McDermott will stop it and send it up along the far boards, where once again Sweet Home and Depew will bank it off the boards, but they can't get it into the Spartans end of the rink. Hops over a stick, hopped over the stick of August Trifilo. No, that was Evan Lysick, not Augie. 5:50 to play, first period, 1-0 Sweet Home Depew. Leading Williamsville North, bringing the puck up the ice, Chris Moser on the far side. There's a shot and a save by Kolb. Rebound, and that one didn't go in either. Nice shot there by Eric Cunningham. And with 5:38 to play in the first period, let's hear from Randy. Give me some observations.
Yeah, I'm still here. What I was going to say is the Will North team has a pretty balanced scoring attack, but really when they go to their main person, it's Brennan McDermott, who has 3 goals and 12 points, as well as Jack DeMarco, who has 7 goals and 9 points. But everything else is pretty well balanced.
Puck goes behind the Sweet Home Depew net. Around on the far boards, they'll wind it up and send it down the ice, and that time they will be called for icing. So we'll have a face-off deep in the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink.
Well, let's put it this way, Stu. Sweet Home Depew took full advantage of the few shots that they've had, and they got the 1-0 lead here. Will North has put a tremendous amount of pressure on this Sweet Home team and done a really good job, as they continue to do.
Shalamov wins the draw, gets it back to Mackay. His shot goes wide, sent around the boards. Going after it is Jacob Stevens for the Spartans. Now along the near boards and coming out of the corner, sending it back to the point. There's the wrist shot, and it got blocked and went wide. Back to the point, another wrister goes behind the net. Shot by Ryan Steckel that time. Battle for the loose puck in the near corner. Sweet Home and Depew tries to come out of there, but a North stick sends it back behind the net. It's good forechecking by North. Danny Shalamov kept in by the Spartans. They'll send it back behind the net. Shot high and wide off the stick of the goaltender Kolb. Long pass kept in by North. Mackay moving in, centering pass right out in front, and they score. The game is tied at 1 with 4:27 to play in the first period. I believe that was Chris Moser, number 12, who got that goal.
And he's the one going through the line first, and I'd agree with you. And you just, no, wait a minute.
That's 19,
That's
excuse
19.
me.
That's
That's
19.
Danny Shalamov, rewarded for some really good effort. Go ahead, Randy.
No, it's okay, Stu. I'll tell you, you sensed something was going to be coming very shortly because Williamsville North just continually put on pressure there, and they finally tied this game up 1-1 with 4:22 remaining here in the first period.
Sent into the Spartans' end of the rink. Coogan goes back after it. And a long shot from the point. The puck tipped and sent into the corner. Into that near corner. There's a big crowd in front of the glass, so it's a little difficult for me to see. Right out in front, there's a centering pass knocked away by goaltender McDermott. And back behind the net. And the bodies are starting to fly here as they go into the near corner. You can hear the boards rattling. And here come the Spartans. They've got a 2-on-1 the other way. Centering pass. Backhander saved by Kolb. Great save there. And it'll fall on the loose puck. Matt Mergler with the shot there.
And once again, Will North has got tremendous speed from their forwards. When they break loose, they are coming down. Those defensemen from Sweet Home are going to have to really skate backwards pretty fast to keep up with these guys because Will North team is really bearing down on them right now.
Ryan Bailey will take the draw. Ingham will take the shot. It bounces up, goes high in the air, lands at the side of the net. Kept in again by the Spartans as Ingham will send it back into the zone. Now it comes out, and here comes Sweet Home of Depew, but it's knocked away at the blue line and sent back in. A couple of players getting their sticks up right in front of us, as you saw, no doubt, on the far side. Taken back by Jason Galante, and it'll be sent into the north end of the rink. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first period, all tied at 1. Akulowicz across the blue line. His pass is a little too far, intended for his brother, Caleb Akulowicz. And North manages to keep that one in nicely at the blue line. Good play there. Akulowicz sends it back behind the net, wound around the boards. Spartans can't keep it in at the far side, but they'll send it to Akulowicz at the near side as they clear the zone, come back in. Akulowicz with the wrist shot. I don't know how Kolb saw that, but he did. And made a save. And the Spartans still control it in the far corner. Puck is cleared down the length of the ice, and it's an icing against Sweet Home Depew. As you see the Spartans with their speed and effort beginning to take over this game a little bit.
And Jackson Kolb has really come up big so far for Sweet Home Depew here. He has had to make some very big key saves early on here, including a couple of breakaways, and he has come true to form here and keeping his team right here in this game 1-1 right now with 2:20 remaining in the first.
So puck is tied up along the boards deep in the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink.
And it looks like we'll have a face-off just to the left of the Sweet Home Depew net.
We will it now. Now they're going to move it out.
On second thought, after further review.
Yeah, they're going to move it out beyond the blue line. Mosier wins the draw, but Sweet Home and Depew sends it deep into the north end, and they're going to call icing on that. Thought he could have played that one, but they called icing.
They called icing on it, and this time it's going to come back
Yeah.
to where we thought it was originally going to go. See, we knew we were right. we just had to put a little extra play in between there.
Listen, we've both been married a long time. We're never right. Don't you know that?
Good point, Steve. Good point.
Mosier will take the draw for the Spartans. Sent into the corner. Sweet Home Depew having a little trouble getting it out of their end of the rink. Some great forechecking by North. Cunningham doing a good job. Kept in along the far boards. Get it back to Mackay. He'll chip it forward, and it's taken away, and now he takes it back. Waits for his teammates to clear the zone, and he'll send it deep into the zone. Sweet Home and Depew will wind it around the boards for Keegan Walczak, but it's kept in by the Spartans, fired toward the net. And once again, Sweet Home and Depew will come out. Mackay puts his glove on it, knocks it down, sends it up ahead for Cunningham, and he'll send it into the zone. And now Lysek has it for Sweet Home and Depew, but that pass is too far. And now a little bit of raggedy play here, and then we get some bodies colliding. Eric Cunningham throwing a check for North. Spartans make a line change. Sweet Home and Depew with the puck deep in their own end. They'll send it way up, and that'll be icing on Sweet Home and Depew. And you begin to see with the number of icings that the North pressure is paying off. 1:05 to play, first period, all tied up at 1. Sweet Home Depew scored early, and Will North answered a little bit later on in the period.
It took about 10 minutes between the goals there, but they did answer back.
Sweet Home and Depew wins the draw. They'll go behind their own net, try to get it out of there, having some trouble. As once again, the Spartans continue to put some good pressure on. And Okulowicz will flip it deep into the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. Centering pass right out in front, nobody home. Taken back by Augie Trifilo, and is taken away from Augie. As the Spartans come back. Williamsville North breaking into the zone. A shot saved by Kolb, and he hung on to that one. Nice shot there by Okulowicz. And the score stays at 1.
And Kolb unflappable there. That puck hit him, popped up, and he just kept his eye right on it, caught it, and then it just basically settled everything down. You know, you can see now why Williamsville North has a record of 7-2-1. There's no doubt about it. They are playing a very disciplined style of game out there.
And the shot right off the faceoff is eaten up by Kolb, and we'll have another faceoff deep in the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. Jack DeMarco taking this draw for the Spartans. Goes into the far corner. DeMarco in doing some forechecking. He digs it out, banks it off the board to Okulowicz. He'll throw it toward the goal. Gets past everybody, goes into the near corner. Players piling on in the corner, trying to keep that puck in if you're a Spartan, trying to get it out if you're Sweet Home and Depew. And is taken out by Will North. Got back to the point, kept in at the point. The shot saved by Kolb on a tip in there, and the buzzer sounds. That shot was actually taken just after the buzzer by Josh Bianchi, but that'll bring the first period to the close. And after one period, Randy, North seemed to take over that game, and not too long after that first goal was scored.
I think that was almost a wake-up call for them. When that first goal went in for Sweet Home, I think it was a wake-up call for them. They didn't panic. They just continually played a good, steady game.
And they have put tons of pressure on. So, after the first period here at the NORTHTOWN Center, it's Sweet Home Depew 1, Williamsville North 1. You're watching boys high school hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Oh, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back to the Northtown Center as we get set for the second period between Sweet Home and Depew and the Spartans of Williamsville North. We're all tied up at 1. Sweet Home and Depew scored early and North answered later in the period. And Randy, the Spartans began to come in waves. And Jackson Kolb under siege in the Sweet Home Depew net. And Danny Shalamov was the only one so far to get one past him.
And really, if I remember the correct count on this, I believe Will North had 3 breakaways in that first period. And a couple of them were like 2 on none. And even in the opening couple of minutes, they had one where they raced after the puck and they beat the guy there. So they're depending a lot on basic sound hockey and speed, and they've got it both here. And Sweet Home Depew tied here 1-1 with them, but Sweet Home Depew is going to have to put a little bit more offense out there on that ice to start this second period.
Well, Colin Bandelian got the scoring started early in the first period. Then Shalamov tied it for North. And it wasn't long after that first Sweet Home Depew goal where the Spartans decided to pick up the intensity and really bring it. And so I think you had correctly called it earlier that it might have been a wake-up call for North.
I think it was. I mean, when you give up a goal, and again, you and I were even fooled on it. We didn't even think it was a goal that went in, and all of a sudden the puck got through the goalie somehow, and it's 1-0 Sweet Home Depew, and I don't even think half the Sweet Home team knew that they had scored.
Well,
it was just that deceptive.
Well, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Patrick Kane's Stanley Cup game-winning goal in the Blackhawks' first Stanley Cup. I was watching that game, and I'm like, oh, look at that. He scored. I had no idea how that got in. Kane knew, and Bandelian knew. I don't know if anybody else knew. Well, the goaltender knew.
The goaltender knew, and then pretty soon 18,000-plus people knew in the building. But here it was kind of like everybody on the ice was just frozen for a second, and then they realized the puck was over the line, and it was a 1-0 Sweet Home lead. But now Will North, it took them about 10 minutes. They tied the game, and as we said, they then really turned up the volume a little bit here and really put some pressure on. And I have a feeling that will continue here in the second period.
And the second period is underway. Spartans to DeMarco. And he takes a hit, but he gets it into the – no, he didn't get it into the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. Instead, the Spartans come back the other way. They'll chip it up ahead, but it's knocked down with the glove by Evan Lysick. Now it's into the Sweet Home Depew end. The Spartans attacking the goal to our right. Sweet Home Depew now attacking the goal to our left. And here come the Spartans. Bailey across the blue line. He'll drop it back. The shot just couldn't connect. They were looking for Caleb Okulowicz, and that pass just did not connect. Oh, and there's a shove, a two-handed shove by Augie Trifilo as he knocked over Okulowicz. And the Spartans control the puck deep in their end of the rink. Big hit there by Trifilio. And it's sent back into the Spartans' end of the rink. Tied at 1, early second period, 16 minutes to play. Spartans carry it across the blue line. Okulowicz has his shot blocked. Goes into the corner. Spartans looking to dig it out, get it out in front. Kolb trying to fall on the puck. He can't do it. The Spartans continue to forecheck. They'll get it back to the point. And the shot by Steckel is sent wide. And now the puck goes deep into the Spartans' end of the rink where McDermott, the goaltender, has it go off his stick. Almost a disastrous turnover. Steckel going back to get it for the Spartans. And now they finally get it up on the far boards and get it out of the zone. They get it ahead to DeMarco. And now they'll wind it deep into the zone. Eric Cunningham sends it in along the far boards for James Kasparek. And Kasparek digs it out, centers it. The shot goes wide, comes to the near side where Mason Boyle keeps it in. Now goes back behind the net, battle in the near corner. Boyle tapping his stick on the ice. He wants the puck. Spartans trying to dig it out and center it. Comes back to Boyle. He'll send it across to the other point, and it'll be dumped back behind the net. Going back to get it is Jared Cole. And there's a battle in the near corner for that loose puck. Cole, among those battling for it, comes to Cameron Coogan. Big hit on the far side. And now here's Williamsville North with a backhander. A shot just rolls over the crossbar, and somehow Kolb was able to keep that one from going out. We get a little pushing and shoving here. Somebody on the far side didn't like a big hit there. Jared Cole getting after one of the Spartan players. And we got an interference penalty coming up. Looks like Tanner Zilka is going to get the penalty as the referee points him to the penalty box. And Zilka was doing something like waving with his glove, which I've yet to figure out why. He just took a penalty. Sit down and stop waving.
And I think that's exactly what the referee told him. It was one of those, he answered him real quick, like in less than 2 seconds, and pointed back to the box and said, have a seat. And that's exactly what he's just done.
So a power play for the Spartans, 14:28 to go here in the second period, and we're all tied at 1. And now the puck, and we're going to get another penalty as North is going to take an interference penalty as the puck came back. It hopped over someone's stick. And Ryan Steckel had to interfere with the player, or it was a clean-cut breakaway. So I can't really complain if I'm Bob Rosen about that penalty.
Not really, and he was trying to disguise it as best he could because he did slip on the ice a little bit, lost his edge on his skate seemed to be there, and he went down, but then he realized he better do something or it was going to be a breakaway.
So the penalty comes 7 seconds into the Sweet Home Depew penalty, and the faceoff will be deep in the Spartans' end of the rink. North wins the draw. They'll send it up along the near boards. Josh Bianchi carries it into the zone. Bianchi goes to the corner, still has the puck, goes behind the net, banks it off the boards, but has it hop over Akulowitz's stick. And the Sweet Home Depew team getting after it, but it's controlled by the Spartans. And Akulowitz across the blue line. Akulowitz still with it. Into the near corner. Taken away by Sweet Home Depew. Comes out to neutral ice, where Bailey and Boyle kind of play a little pitch and catch. And it goes deep. And here comes Kolb way out of his net to wind it around the boards for Lysick. And the Spartans keeping it in on the far side. Now it's taken away. And here comes the Depew team driving on the net, saved by McDermott. And here come the Spartans back the other way. The pass too far for anybody. And it'll be taken away by Sweet Home Depew. Now kept in by North. Bailey carrying it into the corner. Drives the net, is tripped and slams into the goaltender. That's got to be it. Did they not call a penalty on that?
I would have thought so, but apparently not.
Well, look from here. Now, granted, there are fans sitting in front of us, but he went flying into the goaltender, and it looked like he'd been tripped. And so far, there's no penalty that we can see.
Nope, no penalty at all. Play will continue, or the faceoff will go to the left of the Sweet Home net.
Both teams down a man, with a player in the penalty box, taken out of there, right out in front. And the save there, Moser had a great chance, but Kolb made the save. Rister, Kolb knocks it aside. Rister from the point taken by Colin Peer. Now along the far boards, Boyle didn't see it, and it's taken away. And a 2-on-1 more or less for Sweet Home Depew, but blocked nicely by the defenseman back there. And now the Spartans, Mackay gets it, and he'll send it up ahead for Kasparek. He'll carry it into the corner, right out in front, saved by Cobb. And Mackay is knocked to the ice as he tries to flip it past the goaltender. And now Sweet Home and Depew looks to break out. Both penalties have expired. The Spartans keep it in, driving toward the net. Can't get the backhander away. They do, and Kolb with a quick glove makes the save on Steckel. And at 12:06 to go in the second period, we'll have a face-off deep in this Depew Sweet Home end of the rink.
And I know I sound like a broken record here from game to game, but I'll tell you, Kolb has been the difference maker here for that Sweet Home Depew team. He has come up with some big, big saves for his team to keep him in here at 1-1 with 12:06 remaining in the second period.
And Sweet Home and Depew making a late line change, much to the chagrin of some of the Spartan players already on the ice. Bailey will take this face-off. Akulowitz back at one point. Ingham at the other. Along the near boards. Kept in by the Spartans. Right out in front, Kolb kicks it to the corner as that one was centered, and he got a stick on it and sent it to the corner. Now, in the corner. Spartans trying to work it out front. Bailey, some good work behind the net. He knocks his check to the ice. He flattened Bandelian. And Sweet Home and Depew will get it up and out of the zone. And here's Walzak driving toward the goaltender. He shoots. And a great save there by McDermott. Spartans can't get it out of their own end. McDermott will fall on it and freeze it. Excuse me, that was Jason Galante, not Keegan Walzak, who had that great opportunity.
And that's the really first time we've seen Sweet Home Depew put any pressure on this Will North team. And I'll tell you, you've got two goalies here, Stu, who I think give their coaches gray hairs at times. They like to wander out of that net at times. And in two cases tonight, one at either end, that almost cost their team a goal. And but they're both been solid at both ends.
Off the face-off, puck comes into the near corner. Spartans trying to get it out of their end of the rink. And wind it around the boards. Akulowitz will dump it back behind his net. Now he'll get it again and clear it to neutral ice, where it'll hop over Goodwin's stick and go deep into the Depew Sweet Home end, and they'll send it back to the north end. Bailey tips it, and it's controlled by Sweet Home and Depew. They'll knock it into the far corner of the Spartans end of the rink. Steckel goes back to get it for the Spartans. Kept in by Sweet Home and Depew behind the net. Now Bailey has it on his stick, and he'll look to chip it up ahead and out of the zone. He does, and there's a race for the puck on the far side, won by Sweet Home and Depew, and they'll just knock it down the length of the ice. We'll see if they're going to call that icing, and they do. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Sweet Home Depew end. So Sweet Home and Depew with a little bit of an answer here.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, they're winning some of the little battles along there. They're getting to the puck. They're winning some of the battles in the corner. They're hanging in there really tough right now. So they're giving Will North everything that they can take tonight. But again, Will North playing that steady game out there on the ice when it comes to setting up their offense.
Kasparek with a backhander that goes wide, comes into the near corner. Pierre chasing after it for North. Eric Cunningham has it hop over his stick and goes all the way back into the north end, where Mackay has it for the Spartans. And Mackay will spin away from his check back behind his own net, and he will get it up ahead. And on the far wing, Spartans Kasparek has it in the corner, trying to dig it out and get it out front. It's blocked at the defense, and Amherst, kept in nicely by Mackay. Beautifully done, and the puck is cleared down the length of the ice, and that'll be icing on Sweet Home Depew. Nice play by Mackay, but that was big trouble for the Spartans.
He made two back-to-back plays, outstanding plays inside that blue line, and it ends up costing Sweet Home Depew. They've iced the puck down at the other end, and now that'll get a face-off. So outstanding play there. Will North getting the face-off deep in the Sweet Home end.
Shalamov wins the draw. Couple of players collide. They fall on the puck, dug out by North, chipped right out in front. Nobody could get a stick on that one. Akulowitz couldn't keep it in at the point. Now it's sent back into the zone. Spartans clear that end of the rink, and Sweet Home Depew comes back the other way, going right up the middle, beating everybody. Trifolo with the shots kicked aside by McDermott. We got a whistle, and did they call another penalty?
Hooking.
Hooking. It's going to go to Will North. Cameron Coogan with a good opportunity there, not Trifolo. And this will be Joshua Okulowicz sitting in the penalty box for a couple of minutes. 9:28 to go, second period tied at 1. First power play of the night for Sweet Home and Depew.
Of course, that answers the question why Sweet Home Depew didn't get the shot off. I saw the guy going down there, and I saw his stick go up, and the puck just kind of went in the corner. And I thought, okay, this answers my question right here.
Off the face-off. Goodwin sends it back to the point, pass to the far side. Spinning away is Coogan. Now Coogan sets up in front of the net. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin on the far side. Looks for the return pass. Right out in front. There's a wrist shot that whistles wide. Taken by Trefalo, and the Spartans will clear it the length of the ice, and going back to get it is Tyler Goodwin. Pass up on the far side. Okulowicz doing some forechecking, nearly stole the puck. But Goodwin was able to keep it away from him. And North doing some really good forechecking on the power play. Tyler Zilka had to spin away from his check. Sent into the Spartans' end of the rink. Mason Boyle going back to get it for North. Winds it around the boards. Kept in briefly by Sweet Home Depew. They'll throw it toward the goal right out in front. And somehow McDermott had his stick down and made a save and falls on the loose puck. We're getting a little pushing and shoving there. Zilka didn't like that, and he shoved his check as he heads to the bench, as both teams will make a line change. 46 seconds left on the power play for Sweet Home Depew.
And interestingly, both teams have had these little instances where there's been pushing, shoving, whatever, little extracurricular activity going on after a whistle, and yet both teams have restrained themselves for any extracurricular activity out there, so it's all good.
Connor Sempert takes the draw, back to the point, wrist shot, knocked down, stolen away by North, and they will clear it the length of the ice. And doing some forechecking now is Moser, and he steals the puck. It'll cost time on the power play for Sweet Home Depew. 20 seconds left on the power play. And they have a whistle and a hooking penalty coming up. And I believe that's going to Sweet Home and Depew. So each team on the power play has taken a penalty. And this is definitely on Evan Lysek for hooking for 2 minutes. So in 22 seconds, Will North will go back on the power play.
And there's a lot to be said for that forechecking going on by Will North. It created an opportunity, and it cost Sweet Home a penalty on this one. So both teams will play with 4 aside for about 22 seconds here, and then we'll see the Will North power play.
DeMarco gets the draw, puck loose in the slot, sent toward the goal. Oh, somehow Kolb got a glove or a pad or a stick on that one, and it trickles wide. Golden opportunity there for North. Spartans keep it in, but it hops over the stick of Boyle on the far side. Now here's Bailey spinning. Looks to carry it into the zone. Instead, he'll just backhand it in deep as North heads to the power play. Wound around the boards on the far side. Hops over the stick of Steckel and goes all the way down to the goaltender, McDermott. Okulowicz comes out and has the puck on his stick. Joshua Okulowicz still has it. Across the blue line. Into the near corner. Okulowicz still with the puck on his stick. Sends it back behind the net. Comes back to the near side. Steckel calling for the puck at the near point. Now instead he'll send it back into the corner. Back behind the net. Good battle going on back there. Spartans win that one. Back to Steckel. Right back to Steckel. Now he finds an open man. A shot. A save. A rebound. Another save. And Kolb covers up. Golden opportunity for North, but they can't get it past Kolb. So some great opportunities there. DeMarco had a chance. Peer had a chance. A lot of pucks going in Kolb's direction. And they've all been able to bounce off him so far except for one tonight.
And Stu, you've been around this game as long as I've been. You can see Bob Rosen's fingerprints all over this team, the way, the disciplined style that they play out there when they're on their power play. Just setting up a play, passing, looking for the guy in front there. It's all disciplined, good style hockey.
And win the faceoff. Steckel to Okulowicz, near side, top circle, shoots, saved by Kolb. Shot it right into the belly that time. Good shot, but right at him.
Right at him. He could see it all the way. His radar was totally on that one, and he stopped it and forced another faceoff.
Bailey to take the draw. And Okulowicz can't get a glove on that one and keep it in, but going back to get it is Steckel with a forechecker on him. And Steckel brings it out of there, and here come the Spartans again. Moser into the corner, along the near boards. Bailey goes to the front. Moser shoots up high in the air, knocked down, loose in front. North still has it. Back to the point. Akulowitz will take a wrist shot, bouncing puck, stopped by the goaltender, Kolb. Kept alive by Bailey. He'll send it behind the net. DeMarco gets it, sent it into the corner. Steckel takes a shot off the skate as the power play ends of a Sweet Home Depew player. And North keeping it in. Steckel sends it back behind the net. DeMarco has it, round around the board, centering pass, kept in by the Spartans, right out in front. Back to Steckel. He'll take a shot, whistles wide. Akulowitz in the far corner. He'll chip it back for DeMarco. It'll come to the near side. Steckel keeps it in at the point. Steckel with his head up, sends it into the corner. A little too far for Bailey, but the Spartans still have it. DeMarco has it. And now moving in and shooting and firing it just wide was Akulowitz. 5 minutes to play, second period, all tied at 1. Williamsville North was a great shift here, some tremendous pressure. Back behind the net, a big crunching body check thrown by Sweet Home and Depew. But North maintains possession of the puck. They'll keep it in that zone. Wonder what the zone time clock reads now, because it's been a lot for Williamsville North. Mackay keeps it on the Sweet Home Depew half of the rink. And Sweet Home Depew goes back to chase it. They'll get it up and out. And driving toward the Williamsville North net, there's a backhander saved by McDermott. He stopped Augie Trifilo. And now the Spartans come back the other way. And they'll dump it in. They'll fire it deep behind the net. Cleared in by Pierre. And Mackay backing up as it's dumped into the north end of the rink, and it'll be icing on Sweet Home Depew with 4:13 to play in a fast-moving second period.
Very fast-moving, Stu, and I'll tell you, yes, that was a great segment of hockey that we just saw Williamsville North put on there. They really controlled that puck on all sides, in corners, on the points. They had complete control of that.
And now going behind the net for North is Josh Bianchi. Right out in front, puck is loose. They can't get a stick on it. It goes to neutral ice, and Mackay goes back to get it. Mackay banks it off the boards. Too far for anybody. Sweet Home and Depew will send it deep into the Williamsville North end of the rink, where Mackay will go back to get it again. And he will skate it out. Pass up on the wing. Knocked away and stolen and almost tripped up is Cameron Coogan. Puck in the corner. Good play by Coogan. And we got sticks getting up a little high over there in the corner. I don't see any officials' arms going up as the bodies. Now we're going to get a penalty. We're going to get at least one. I believe that's Coogan and Ryan Pazzi. Maybe they'll both go, Randy. There's got to be a high sticking penalty or something going on over there.
I think there was a high sticking possible penalty called, and yes, you called it correctly. We've got 2 penalties coming here.
Well, Ryan Pazzi and Nathan LaPiccolo.
And it looks like they're each going for 5.
They gave him 5 for that? Really?
Cross-checking. Both of them are taking cross-checking penalties, so I believe. I'll wait to see what the scoreboard pops up there, but the referee signaled 5 with his hands.
Well, Gabriel Lewis and Matt Peters keeping a tight lid on this one. As the physicality has picked up, too. Sweet Home Depew putting some pressure on in the Spartans' end of the rink. Right out in front. Spartans almost turned it over. And Sweet Home and Depew trying to get it past the goaltender. They can't get it past McDermott. And Cunningham turns away and clears it to neutral ice. Now Cunningham and Kasparek. There's a shot. Goes wide. Kasparek along the near side. Trying to keep it in. Boyle along the near boards. Sends it back into the corner. Centering pass hit the skate of a Depew player. Malerski kept in on the far side by the Spartans. Now taken back by Sweet Home and Depew. Cleared up ahead. Coogan couldn't get a stick on it. And the Spartans come back the other way. Puck loose at neutral ice. And picked up by Tanner Zilka. Sent into the corner. Coogan going in doing some forechecking. Bodies colliding again. 2:18 to go. The shot gloved by McDermott. They got a quick whistle there. He gloved it. Looked like it fell out. and either dropped to the ice or he just dropped it. And Sweet Home Depew, not too thrilled with that quick whistle there.
Not too thrilled, but they're not going to argue it either. I think they know it was like a bang-bang play. The whistle went just as he was dropping the puck, so understood. Still 1-1 here, 2:16 to go in the second period.
So the face-off deep in the north end of the rink. And Delian battling hard, but the puck comes to neutral ice. And sent back into the Spartans' end. On the far side, a wrist shot goes high and wide. We're back at neutral ice again and sent back into the Spartans' end of the rink. And now Bailey will chip it in, and it bounces past the goaltender, Kolb. Took a funny bounce there. And a battle in the corner. Good battle along the far boards. North trying to keep it in. They can't do it. And it comes into the Spartans' zone, chipped away from a couple of players. Augie Trifolo couldn't get a shot away. Now he's got the puck moving toward the goal. Player is tripped. No call there. Or is there one? Is Trifolo hurt? I hope he's all right. I had a chat with him before the last time we did a Sweet Home Depew game. Really seemed like a really nice young kid, so I hope he's okay.
He is. He's definitely hobbling on that 1 foot, and I think he just needs to rest. There's nobody really attending to him. I think he just took a stinger there, and hopefully he's okay. We'll see in a couple minutes.
Well, the Sweet Home Depew team forces a turnover. The Spartans couldn't get it out. It's chipped back toward the goaltender McDermott, and it'll come to Akulowicz, who'll go behind his own net and wind it around the boards. Spartans get it up and out to neutral ice, where the Spartans will now carry it into the zone. Jack DeMarco carried it into the corner. Tries to come out of there with the puck. Can't do it. Puck right out in front. Spartans, Akulowicz sends it toward the goal. Now Mackay keeps it in. Oh, now we almost had a 2-on-1 for Sweet Home and Depew, but the Spartans' Mackay gets the puck back, carries it into the zone. Less than 45 seconds to go here in the second period. Akulowicz sends it behind. There's a shot for Bailey that whistles wide. Kept in at the point by Akulowicz. That's Caleb Akulowicz. That time he couldn't keep it in. It hopped over his stick. And that'll go all the way down the length of the ice as Joshua Akulowicz goes after it. And apparently those were not major penalties.
They weren't major. Sorry about that, Stu.
I
thought I saw the referee hold up 5, and that's I was kind of questioning that in my head, but I thought, no, that's what I saw. So, no, they were 2-minute minors, and now with 26 seconds, both teams are back at full strength.
So Danny Shalamov will take the face-off for North. Deep in the Sweet Home Depew end. Akulowicz and Steckel back at the point for the Spartans. Pretty good up and down the ice action here in the second period, Randy. Although I still say North has had a little bit better of the play. Not quite as dominant as they were in the first period. And there is Kolb making yet another save.
Won't disagree with you on that, Stu. As much as Sweet Home Depew has had some opportunities here, I believe Williamsville North has had a few more opportunities at it.
Shalamov, who has the North goal, wins the faceoff, goes into the corner after it. Akulowicz couldn't keep it in at the point, sent down the length of the ice, and that'll be another icing call against Sweet Home and Depew.
Right now, it's like Sweet Home Depew is just trying to keep the puck out of their end, get through this period, and go off the ice with a 1-1 tie right now against Will North.
You know what I always say, Randy? Icing's in the rule book for a reason.
Absolutely.
So you may as well take advantage of it. Bailey for North. It's the draw back to Akulowicz. Akulowicz carries it into the corner, centers it out front, knocked away by the defense, chipped into the corner. As the buzzer sounds, bringing the second period to a close. We'll keep an eye on a couple of players over there in the corner. Unfortunately, nothing happens. So that's the end of the second period with the score: Williamsville North 1, Sweet Home Depew 1. You're watching boys high school hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Oh, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Well, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny. Oh, Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Welcome back to the Northtown Center. Stu Boyer and Randy Schultz. Sweet Home in Depew and Williamsville North all tied up at 1. Colin Bandelian opened up the scoring in the first period for Sweet Home in Depew. And Danny Shalamov answered for North later in the period. The second period was scoreless. North will attack the goal to our left in the third, and Sweet Home in Depew the goal to our right. Game getting a little bit more physical as that second period went on, so maybe Gabriel Lewis and Matt Peters will have their hands full here in the third period, Randy. But it just seems to me Williamsville North has had more of the better of the play. That one stretch in the first period, and for the most part the second period.
Absolutely. I think there was that one stretch where you were calling the play-by-play on it, and everything was right there. I mean, they were controlling the puck not only in the corners, on the points, in the center. They were controlling the entire play down there, and poor Sweet Home could not do anything to get that puck away from them. And that's the thing I really like about Will North is they play such a disciplined style. But Sweet Home on the other side can all of a sudden surprise you and get the right bounce, and they could turn this game right around and get a lead. So this is anybody's game. Sweet Home could win this, Will North could win this, and it could end up in a tie as well.
Nobody wants a tie.
Nobody wants a tie.
Coach Rosen, I was talking to him, and he told me this great story about his leadership crew, but he also said that they do team videotape and individual videotape. So in other words, he critiques everybody on video. Every player gets critiqued on video, and he said the response to that, and with help from his leadership team, was incredible. And he didn't like the start the team got off to, and now, as you can see, they're playing really strong hockey. The leadership team of Ryan Bailey, Okulowicz, Steckel, and McDermott as we're underway here in the third period. Puck goes into the Sweet Home Depew end. Lysick back to get it. He'll wind it around the boards on the far side. North will get it and send it back the other way. And going in doing some forechecking is Bailey for the Spartans. Now Coogan behind his net. He can't get it out of there. Kept in by the Spartans. Right out in front. Puck is loose. Spartans looking to get the lead. Roll the shot, whistles wide, right out in front. Bailey got a stick on it. Kept in by Okulowicz at the far point. DeMarco doing some forechecking. Now Sweet Home Depew gets it up on the boards. They get it out to neutral ice, and it's carried into the zone. And here comes Sweet Home and Depew, but the Spartans break it up and head back the other way. Nice defensive play, and Josh Bianchi fires one, and somehow Kolb gets the glove on that and makes the save.
And he wasn't going to go anywhere with it. He gloved it, hung on to it, saw what was coming at him, and decided, I think I'm just going to hang on to this. Let's get a face-off, see if we can get control of this again.
You mean the runaway freight train is what you're talking about. Is that what you're getting at?
Absolutely, Stu. And this story you just told about Bob Rosen, this even makes it even more solidified for me. This is the closest thing I've seen to an NHL team, and I know that's giving them super high praise, but they are a very disciplined style of team out there on the ice.
Well, let's just say that 516 career wins don't happen by accident. How's that?
That will sum it up perfectly.
Kept in at the far point by North, sent across the ice, coming into the near side. Going after it is Kasparek, and it's sent to the far side where Sweet Home and Depew will look to get it out of their end of the rink. Kept in by Moser, and he can't center it, but he spins around, comes back. Steckel fires a shot, hit a stick and was stopped. Puck is loose. Centering pass right out in front. Goes around the boards, comes to Okulowicz at the point. He'll take a wrist shot. Great save by Kolb. Kicks it to the corner, and Sweet Home and Depew still can't get it out. Okulowicz keeps it in again and sends it back behind the Sweet Home Depew net. Jared Cole goes back to get it. Sweet Home and Depew, now they finally get it out as they send it deep into the north end of the rink. Jason Galante dumped it in. McDermott leaves it behind the net. Okulowicz, long pass. Ahead for the other Okulowicz, who slams his check into the boards. Puck loose behind the Sweet Home Depew net. They wind it around the boards. It goes all the way down the length of the ice, right on goal. McDermott puts a big glove on it, and he will freeze it with number 33, Owen Burgess, bearing down on him.
And that was the smart thing to do, because he was really having a little bit of a problem with that. He knew where the puck was. He had his glove on it, but he couldn't get it with his stick to move the puck for him, so he just decided to hold on to it and force the face-off.
1-1 here in the third period, and the Spartans break out. They've got a 2-on-1. Driving in, shooting, there's the pass and the save by Kolb. North thinks they've scored, no goal. Matt Mergler thought that they had scored, but the referee said no goal. Another great play by Cobb. They had a 2-on-1 there. Shalamov, I think, I'm not really sure, looking back at it in my mind.
Yeah, I think he had the puck, and then it was like the goalie got jostled a little bit there as there was some collisions taking place. So that may have been why there was the thought process of that Will North had scored, but they didn't. It's still 1-1.
Shalamov gets the draw, goes around the far boards. North steps up on the forecheck to keep it in. Coogan has it. He winds it around the board. Mackay coming after it. Mackay keeps it in. North continues to put the pressure on. Mergler keeping the puck in. Goes to the far side. Okulowicz with the wrist shot. High and wide. Bounced over the net. The net was open. No one could get a stick on it. Pass to the far side. And Sweet Home and Depew will just knock it into the zone. McDermott will leave it for Mackay, who winds it around the near boards. Now it goes into the far corner. Good forechecking there, but North does a good job getting it out of their end of the rink. The puck is chipped between two sticks and spins and goes over the boards and out of play here. As once again, North putting tremendous pressure on. And after this one, I'd like to see the zone time statistic.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, Will North, they do the little things. I mean, their defensemen are concentrating on keeping the puck in. They don't worry about getting the shot away right away. They keep the puck in there and keep the pressure on the opposing team.
Great save by Kolb. DeMarco there for the rebound, and Kolb knocked it away. Puck loose in the near corner. Steckel back at the point, throws it toward the net. It's tipped right on. Great save by Kolb there. Wow, that one changed directions, and he's still got a pad on it. Great save there. Now behind the net, into the corner. DeMarco forechecking. And now we've got a break, a semi-break, and falling down is the North defenseman. No penalty there. Galante wanted the penalty. He's not going to get it. And here comes Sweet Home Depew the other way. They've got the control of the puck. They'll send it back to Tyler Goodwin, but it's taken back by North, and here comes the Spartan Steckel. He can't get past the defenseman, and it's cleared to neutral ice. Now the Spartans just simply turn and send it back in, and they'll fire it deep as both teams will change on the fly. Controlled by Lysek. Kept in at the blue line by North. Sent into the corner by Moser. And the Depew Sweet Home team looks to skate it out with Connor Sempert, but two players collide along the far boards. Spartans keep it in. Great play at the blue line to knock it out by Augie Trifolo, who's fortunately back on the ice. And now, along the near boards, in the Sweet Home Depew end. They can't get it out, right out in front. And now North has it. Sent into the corner. Spartans in control. Centering pass. Akulowicz with a shot. Just went wide along the near boards, and now the far boards, and the other Akulowicz goes back to get it. Will this one make it for icing? Yes, indeed, it will. Icing against Sweet Home Depew. 11:59 to play in the third, all tied up at 1. What a save by Kolb.
It was, and I'll tell you, I'm repeating myself again. Of course, at my age, I can go ahead and get away with that. But he is the difference maker tonight for Sweet Home Depew. Without some of those big key saves, I think really Will North may have been running away with this game.
Off the faceoff, goes behind the net. Mergler trying to dig it out for North. Instead, Sweet Home and Depew comes with it. They get past Mackay, driving toward the net. And now Mackay rides him off the play. He rides Zilka off the play, and McDermott made a nice save. And coming back the other way, Sweet Home Depew will send it right back on goal. McDermott will scoop it up and hang on to it for a faceoff deep in the north end of the rink.
And again, with what little action he has seen, he has come up big for his team each time he's been needed. And it's a tale of two different goalies tonight. One who has seen a lot of action and a lot of rubber. The other one who has seen a fair share, but has been there for everything that his team needed.
Off the faceoff, goes into the near corner, comes along the near boards, goes out to neutral ice. Now back in the Sweet Home Depew end. There's a race for the puck. Won by Sweet Home and Depew. They'll bank it off the boards and try to get it out. They do. They get it to neutral ice where Steckel has it for North, and he'll send it back into the zone, and now it comes back into the north end. Mason Boyle has it for the Spartans. It'll be cleared into the Sweet Home Depew end. No icing there because it hit a stick on the way in. And now Steckel for North. Intercepts the clearing pass, crosses the blue line, drives toward the net. Centering pass right out in front to Bailey. Score! And North takes a 2-1 lead. Jackson Kolb had no chance on that one. And Will North takes its first lead of the night, 2-1, with 10:52 to play here in the third period. And let's see who's going to get that goal. It might be Josh Bianchi.
I'm looking at 27, and I believe you are correct on that. That's the call I would have made. Josh Bianchi with this goal.
I actually at first thought it was Ryan Bailey. He might have taken the shot, and Bianchi put the rebound in. Jackson Kolb had no chance on that.
No, and I'll tell you, they were putting all sorts of pressure on that team. No question about it, and it was just a matter of time before they would get that score. And again, they crashed the net and really did a nice job. And there were two players. That's why you would have the tough call of who got the goal. They had two players right in front of the net to try and tap that puck in. So a lot of pressure being put on.
So face-off at center ice after the goal. Spartans take the lead. Bailey takes the draw, comes to the near board. Steckel pops it up in the air, goes into the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. North will send it into the far corner, back behind the net, controlled by the Spartans. Centering pass, score! 2 quick goals, and that time it's Ryan Bailey getting it past Kolb, who once again had no chance. 3-1 North with 10:37 to play here in the second period.
No question about that one. That was a bullet. That was a bullet shot. And again, it looks like Ryan Bailey's going to get credit for that one.
Was that quicker than 10 seconds? We had two in like 10 seconds in the first game.
Yeah, and let's see, 10:37, 6.
We got a whistle, and I think Sweet Home Depew, have they taken a timeout here? Yes.
It looks like it.
That's a good time for us to take a time. Go ahead.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Well, it was awfully fast. All right, Sweet Home and Depew takes a timeout, and so will we. 10:36 to play. Third period, Williamsville North leading Sweet Home Depew 3-1. You're watching boys high school hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Back at the NORTHTOWN Center, the dam seems to have broken here as North has finally broken through, gotten 2 goals in 15 seconds to take a 3-1 lead over Sweet Home Depew with 10:36 to play in the third period. Brian Turner calling a timeout for Sweet Home, probably to settle his team down as we get the official announcement of the goals. And once again, the Spartans drive toward the net. Clear it in front, kept in by the Spartans in the near corner, sent back behind the net. Boy, North with that relentless forechecking as Steckel fires a shot up high, gloved by Kolb, and there'll be a face-off deep in the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink.
And again, Will North just continually putting pressure on here. And I'm like used to, I'd like to see what the control factor was here and how much zone time they had down in that zone versus Sweet Home at the other end. It's been a tremendous amount. And Will North just continually puts the pressure on.
Off the face-off, controlled by Sweet Home and Depew, and they break out across the North blue line, firing it into the corner. Spartans looking to get it out. Big hit along the near boards, and North comes back the other way. That was Sempert with the big hit. And Sweet Home Depew looking to get a goal to get a little bit closer. But North is now just going to keep sending it in. Big hit there by Cole for Sweet Home and Depew, so the physicality picks up a little bit. Akulowicz has the puck for North, sends it across ice to Ingham. He'll send it ahead. Another big hit by Sempert. That's 3 in the last minute. Sooner or later, North will answer that. Akulowicz has the puck knocked off his stick. Now will they answer with a big hit or another goal? Some good forechecking there by North. Puck goes off a Sweet Home Depew stick and out of play. So Connor Sempert throwing his weight around.
And that it's sort of, to me, I look at it, Sweet Home Depew's frustrated right now.
Definitely.
They know they were in this game for the longest time. They were hanging on for dear life. And then all of a sudden, as you so put it so well, the dam broke and everything just came rushing in, and now they're down by 2 goals.
Off the face-off along the near boards, North shoots. They get a good shot from the corner. I'm not sure how they got that shot off. I think Kasparek took it, and Kolb gloved it and hangs on for the face-off. 9:08 to play, third period, 3-1, Williamsville North over Sweet Home Depew.
And Will North is definitely still not afraid to shoot that puck at any given time. They just want to just keep firing that puck at the net and see what will happen when if and when it goes in again.
Vandelian opened the scoring for Sweet Home Depew way back in the first period. Shalamov answered in the first period, and 2 goals here in the third period for the Spartans. Puck along the near boards. Players battling for it along the boards. And Sweet Home and Depew clears it up ice. They'll carry it into the Williamsville North zone. No penalty there on the trip on the far side. I'm sure Sweet Home Depew wanted that call. And now North has it knocked back into their zone. Okulowicz comes and gets it. He's checked. Taken away. A breakaway for Sweet Home Depew. A shot saved by McDermott. He stops Trifolo from point-blank range. That's the save of the night. Now North coming back the other way. A 2-on-1. Kasparek, the pass to Okulowicz, and somehow Kolb makes the save on Kasparek, who got the puck back from Okulowicz. What a save. Both goaltenders putting on a show there. Wow. McDermott wandering, sends the puck up along the near boards for Kasparek. And now coming out of the zone is Cunningham for North. A couple of players collide at neutral ice. Sent into the north end of the rink by Zilka for Sweet Home and Depew. Chipped up on the far side. North will chip it up in the air into the neutral zone. Kasparek gets it for North, chipped it back toward the Sweet Home Depew end of the rink. And here comes Coogan for Sweet Home and Depew, and that puck finds its way to the goaltender, McDermott, and he will hang on to it and freeze it. And we'll have a face-off deep in the north end of the rink. What great goaltending.
It has been, and I'll tell you, I believe that was Kasperzak that missed that shot. He's going to see that about midnight tonight. In his head, he will forever see that what looked to be like the Grand Canyon in front of him.
Well, it was a great two-way passing play there between those two, and somehow Kolb made the save, and I'm still not sure how he did it. Here's DeMarco carrying it across the blue line, right out in front, puck loose, battled for, taken back by Sweet Home and Depew on the far side. The North defense won't let him get around it, but here comes Sweet Home Depew, and the D pokes it away. Kept in, though. Kept in by Jared Cole. Now it's worked behind the net, wound around the boards. It'll come to neutral ice, where Sweet Home and Depew will have it on Kwoka's stick. And it's stolen away by the Spartans. Knocked down. There's a penalty coming up that's going against Sweet Home and Depew, I think. Back to Mackay at the blue line. And now Bailey has the puck on his stick. He'll send it toward the goal. The backhander stopped by Kolb. Puck is loose and they score. 4-1 Williamsville North. Chris Moser on that goal. There will not be a penalty as that wipes out the power play. Moser gets the goal to make it 4-1 with 6:47 to play here in the third period.
Wow, that was all of a sudden they knew they had the power play coming up, and they just put the pressure on even more, and tremendous puck control by that team. Never let Sweet Home Depew touch it, and they end up with a goal.
Great goal there. And Kolb he's been great tonight, and you can't blame him for the 4 goals. And here comes North again. They keep coming in waves. A shot taken by Mergler, stopped by Kolb. We don't have any shots on goal, but that would be an interesting statistic along with the zone time, because Kolb has seen an awful lot of rubber.
Absolutely.
He's seen more rubber than the Akron Tire Company in Akron, Ohio.
Boom.
It's a bad old line. I don't know where I came up with that, but he's been busy, put it that way. Oh, and there's a trip at the blue line. No penalty there. Sweet Home Depew got away with one there as Steckel was tripped at the blue line. North keeping it in. Goes into the near corner where Bandelian tries to dig it out. Kept in by Steckel for North. Now Okulowicz sends it into the far corner. And Okulowicz will keep it in at the far point. He'll send it toward the goal. And right behind the net. And Sweet Home Depew comes out with it. Mergler couldn't get it. On the far side. Sent back into the Sweet Home zone by Cunningham. Less than 6 minutes to play in the third period. Puck wound around the boards. Kept in by North. Sent across the crease by Kasparek. And now Sweet Home and Kasperik's going to get it again along the far boards. Now battle for it. Kasperik battling for it. Kept in by the Spartans. Steckel racing after it. Takes a big hit but keeps the puck in. Excuse me, that wasn't Steckel, that was Ingham. And now North continuing to put the pressure on, and the bodies are flying. There's another player tripped and knocked down, and that time we got a penalty, and it's coming up to Sweet Home Depew. They just cannot keep up with the Spartan speed.
Not right now, and I'll tell you, I'm amazed. I mean, you take a look at that bench over there. They have a lot of players. They can continually roll players, but these guys have definitely not seemed to have lost any speed as even compared to what they were doing in the first period. They are still flying out there, and it's really starting to catch up with Sweet Home Depew, no doubt.
August Trifilo takes the penalty. 2 minutes for elbowing. Back to the point. Akulowicz with the shot. Kick save and a beauty by Cole. Boy, has he been great tonight. The other Akulowicz gets it back in. Comes to Bailey. Bailey still has it along the far boards. Into the corner. Going right out in front. Unimpeded is North. And finally, there's an answer from Sweet Home and Depew. Steckel trying to keep it in along the near boards. Got another penalty coming up. And, oh, the puck is loose right out in front. And North says they scored, but I don't see any indication of a goal. There's another elbowing penalty coming up. I don't think that one went in, or if it did went in, the whistle had blown.
The whistle had blown already, and I got to believe that because I was trying to keep an eye on the goalie down there, and he had to stretch because all of a sudden it hit him, and he had to go backwards to stretch out, and I think he stretched every bone in his body to stop that puck from going in.
Hey, guys, looking at the replay back here, it looks like he did get his glove on it to stop it.
Okay, well, Zilka takes an elbowing penalty. North will have a two-man advantage. You're playing with fire here for 1 minute and 27 seconds now. On the far side to Akulowicz. Akulowicz back to Steckel. North setting up the power play. They move it toward the goal. Centering pass right out in front. And somehow Kolb got a stick on that and made the save. And here comes Steckel. Steckel, two-man advantage for North. Centering pass right out in front. Great save by Kolb. North can't believe they didn't score on that. That's highway robbery right there.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, he has been solid. If we were picking stars in this game, to me, he keeps moving up the ladder, even though he's on the losing team right now. But he's gone from third star up to second star in my eyes. This guy has really just been playing so well here for the Sweet Home Depew team.
Well, Pazzi will come in and take the face-off. North gets it back to Mackay. Mackay to the opposite point. Now he gets the puck back. And the centering pass is blocked. See if they can't get it back to Mackay at the near point. He fans on the wrist shot, but he gets the puck back. Gets it on the far side. Centering pass. Another great save by Kolb. That one actually rolled up his leg. Back to Mackay. Mackay has it taken away, and it's a breakaway for Coogan. Great save by McDermott, who stopped Coogan cold. And coming back the other way, it's Mergler. Gets around the defenseman, he shoots. And another save by Kolb, or he just missed the net. And Cunningham gets it for North. Another race for the puck. And this time North wins it. No penalty there as Sweet Home Depew comes back and gets the puck. This time it's Coogan, and he's buried against the boards by Ryan Pazzi, and that might be a penalty too. Let's see.
Yep, it's going to be a penalty.
An elbowing call. And Tyler Zilka pounding his glove on the glass. Not sure what the point of that is. Maybe he didn't like that call, or he's encouraging his teammates.
Not sure here, but definitely elbowing penalty. So go ahead.
I think the officials like to use elbowing as a call. You could have said boarding, something along those, roughing, right?
Yep. But that's several elbowing calls now.
It seems to be it's the only penalty that's been called.
There's a trend. That's all we're going to say. It's just a trend.
All right, in 32 seconds, Sweet Home Depew will go on the power play. Until then, both teams are down a man. And the Spartans send the puck along the near boards. And Steckel has it. He'll bank it off the Sweet Home Depew player. And now it comes back, and Steckel goes back after it and now he'll send it on the far side to Boyle. Boyle to Bailey. And Bailey will skate it out. He's got a man with him. Bailey driving toward the net. Centering pass is blocked nicely, but right in the slot, the shot is blocked. Shalamov took the shot. It was blocked. North gets the puck again, and that hits a stick and goes out of play.
And I'll tell you, I have to give credit here to Mr. McDermott at the other end in goal. What a tremendous save. Even though his team is up, Will North is up 4-1. He made a huge save, and then the puck is loose. He just reached back stick-wise, whacked the puck out of there, and unbelievable. He had this crowd really on its feet with a tremendous save like that.
So right off the face-off, Sweet Home and Depew controls it. Now they're on the power play, Sweet Home and Depew. And Okulowicz will take the puck and send it deep into the Sweet Home zone. That was Caleb Okulowicz, number 20. Number 7 is Joshua Okulowicz. They are brothers. Their older brother played for Coach Rosen at North, and he's now in school at Michigan State University. And
not a bad transition.
No. Getting a good education. Zilka on the far side. He'll chip it around the boards. 40 seconds left on the power play. 2 minutes left in the third period. Back at the point. Sweet Home Depew looks to get a shot off. Goes off a Coogan stick. And the Spartans will clear it the length of the ice. Kolb goes out to get it with 24 seconds and counting on the power play. And stolen, almost stolen, by Pazzi for North. And he will kill off some time on the power play, forcing Sweet Home and Depew to waste valuable seconds. Coming down the wing and driving toward the net is Trifilo. Goes behind the net. Bandelian trying to get it. Right out in front. Puck is loose, controlled by North. And they'll chip it up ahead for Pazzi. Pazzi to Bailey. Bailey back to Pazzi. Hops over his stick, but kept in by the Spartans. Puck into the corner. Bailey gets it right out in front. And coming back the other way is Zilka for Sweet Home and Depew. 2 defensemen there. And McDermott kicks it aside. He doesn't see the puck for a moment, but one of his defensemen has it. At the far point, fired toward the net, gloved by McDermott, and he'll hang on to that one with 51.6 seconds left here in the third period. Rocket of a shot there by Evan Lysick. And McDermott got it with the glove.
And he has been still solid as a rock back there. Other than giving up that opening goal, he has been solid and steady for the Spartans ever since that time. And it's 4-1 here with 51 seconds remaining.
Off the face-off, banked up off the boards, kept in the corner by Sweet Home and Depew. And now Williamsville North trying to get it out of there, and they do. It's a 2-on-1 for the Spartans driving toward the net. There's the pass. Kept in at the blue line. Another great pass. Another shot. Score! And Jack DeMarco tips in the goal. Josh Bianchi, one of those players involved in the passing play. And it's a 5-1 game. Another great goal. Great passing there, Randy.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you, it's just discipline. These guys seem to just know where their teammates are on the ice at any given moment. Very disciplined, outstanding play. 5-1 now. And again, Kolb really just did not have a chance on these shots. And I know he's a little upset with himself giving up that goal, but still played an outstanding game for Sweet Home Depew.
Well, I don't know what chance he could have had. They were playing tic-tac-toe with that puck. And they do not, I'll tell you what, bad news for Will North's future opponents. Oh, no, they turn it over again. Sweet Home Depew does. Right in the slot. That time, North couldn't quite take advantage of it. Bianchi again, and they will send it down into the North zone. McDermott will come out and play it. He'll chip it into the corner as the buzzer sounds to end the hockey game. Williamsville North puts on somewhat of a clinic, Randy, as they beat Sweet Home Depew 5-1.
And Stu, that's the best way you could have described it. It was a clinic, a hockey clinic in good, basic hockey, down to earth. any youth team out here watching this high school team play tonight, I would watch the videotape on this again and again and again to teach your kids all the basics of the game, and they disciplined it very, very well out there.
Well, I haven't seen any of the other Norse opponents, but this might be very bad news for their opponents the way this team is playing as we get into the meatier part of the season.
And they don't seem to get shaken up by too much. I mean, they were down 1-0 early on. As we've already stated a couple times, it was like a wake-up call. And even after 1-1 after 2 periods, I don't think this team was worried. I think they just continually came out and said, we're going to keep putting the pressure on. Sooner or later, we're going to get that goal. And they just kept going on it.
Well, they had that long stretch where the puck never left the Sweet Home Depew end, and that was kind of telling. All right, well, that was a great night of hockey as Niagara County on the girls' side beats Cache 3-2. Amherst beats Williamsville South 7-0, and in this one, the final game of the night, career win number 517 for Williamsville North Spartans head coach Bob Rosen. They win it 5-1. I want to thank Tim Gardner and Francis Beck for producing, and Frank Wolf for doing the girls game, and Russ Battaglia for doing all the games on camera, and of course Randy Schultz for providing his outstanding color commentary. Once again, the final score, Williamsville North 5, Sweet Home Depew 1. Thank you for watching. I'm Stu Boyer. Have a good night, everybody.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.